Hello and welcome back to the channel, as well as another episode of Astral Ascension. So in the last episode, we basically just progressed through, or I'm not sure if I can say it's a speed run, but yeah, we've been like skipping most of the main story and only, we only checked out some other options as well as like mainly go through like some of the Vela exclusive scenes. And yeah, apart from that, the main story I just skipped the majority of the whole mission. I think the entire the last episode is basically the only thing I remember is basically just with the mercenary contract with Rook. We let him go, but we didn't turn himself in nor convince him to how do I put it? We neither convinced him to do anything as Nathan Chase because we never actually advanced to that part. We actually just tell him to extort him for some money, and then we just left the planet, and we never actually convinced him to turn himself in. So yeah, so in this timeline, Rook is still at large and Nathan Kress isn't doing much. Yeah, Nathan Kress is still being the Robin Hood in this timeline. But other than that, I kinda can't forget what really happened in the last episode, because the last episode mainly is just the typical storyline. Not much that I remember. Other than that, there's also the part where we escape the raiders from the Nebula Storm, and when Celeste confronts us, we basically tell the truth that most of the main story is also like we just progress through a bit of the whenever like an option, when some choice options shows up, I just choose like the ones that I think that I haven't chose, and the rest of it is like just we also went to the, I'm not sure whether that was in the last episode. We also went to the what's it called? The gravity jump part or something, and then yeah, and it's like a showcase of what the athletic trait also changes in the storyline. But we already know that since the start of the run, where Iris mentioned that our physique is like something to note about. Yeah. This time I'm gonna pick, I knew I remember I picking this in the last one because yeah, I'm just gonna be an asshole. But I think Vela run, I think I wanna pick the first option. Yeah, Vela. I think with Vela, I think I wanna be like I wanna be super nice in the main story, but when we have our exclusive scenes with her, I just wanna be an asshole. But let's just pick the first one. Yeah, this is where we are going to the Pongo Sanctuary after our like mission with Rook. So yeah, right after that we instantly got another contract. And yeah, I think yeah. No, I'm not gonna back you up, not in this run. I bet we'll be doing something really nice for the animals, which is why they said assisting.
Aw, I appreciate your positivity.
Yeah, I'm going to go with this idea.
Kai shrugs.
Just don't be too shocked when you're wrong.
Yeah, spoiler alert, we're not wrong. And Kai is the one being wrong.
We'll be hunting for a new navigator if you don't put these coordinates in.
It feels like this is... I feel like this should be I'm not sure this should be like a generic option, but this is literally what she said if you choose the second option, because we said we go hunting. But I feel like Iris should have said something different here. But let's just continue anyway.
Ouch.
And we can skip this part. Gonna wait this to load and we can continue skipping. Yeah, once that loads, we can skip every single part here. Yeah, we actually skipped this when we first saw her. In the first run, we also didn't choose this option, so I'm just gonna skip this part. We can pick this option in the third run. Yeah, it it just skips through that part. So we never hung out with Iris. Can I skip through this? Okay, yes. Skip, skip, skip. Skip, skip, skip. I pick it up in the last run. Pick the first option. You're adorable. I reach down and pet the Pongo, feeling it squish beneath my hand.
Boy.
The Pongo nestles against me and I pull him into a hug. I have claimed my Pongo. He is mine now. A moment later, the Pongo wiggles out of my arms and lands softly on the grass. This part is the same. I should either say hi or be on my way. So there's in the last run, we actually didn't interrupt them, but because at that time I'm worried that we accidentally will go into their storyline or something, but it can't hurt to say hi. This time, since Vela and Iris, yeah, the characters never change. Now that we are going with a second run, we are pretty sure which one are. We can know for sure some of them are scripted or not now. So in this case, this part is kind of scripted, so it can't hurt to say hi. Yeah, it's not skippable now. Yeah, this part we haven't chose it because we thought that we might accidentally step onto their route or start their route. So at that first run, we just skipped this part. So now we can check out what this is about. I don't think it's anything much. So let's just continue. I step into view and grin. You two seem like you're hard at work. They blink at me and then smile.
Hey, I didn't know you were here too.
Yeah, I was helping nearby and thought I said hi. Vela giggles.
Hi.
I grin.
Have you had a chance to play with the Pongos yet?
Not yet. So far I've just stayed within the sanctuary.
Same, but I think after we're done here, I'll help look for the Pongos. You should too, Iris.
Iris smiles softly.
I will if that's where I'm needed.
Oh, right.
Vela looks sheepish.
I guess I should follow the work instead of just doing what I want.
I'm sure you'll get the opportunity. She nods.
Either way, I need to make sure I get this painting done first.
She's about to dip her roller into her paint when Iris stops her. A second later, she hands Vela a new brush.
Here, take this fresh roller. It'll help you finish faster. Yours is getting too worn and it doesn't layer the paint as evenly.
Oh, thanks, Iris. I didn't even notice. What would I do without you?
Iris smiles.
Don't mention it.
Yeah, I don't think it matters in this part, so I think either way I think this provides extra dialogue. And I'm not sure what. This is just basically skipping. Yeah, this is like a really mini subplot that I just skipped in the first run, which I kinda shouldn't have. Yeah, I think once you explore these options, I will just skip some parts that I already seen before. I chuckle. If I didn't know any better, I'd mistake you two for sisters right now.
Huh? Sisters?
Yeah. Iris and Vela glance at each other.
But we look nothing alike.
I didn't mean it that way. It's more about how you two were acting with each other. They continue to stare. I feel like I'm being stupid right now with my options. You know, Iris was like the protective older sister who was looking out for her innocent little sister. Both of their expressions change and they look at me like I'm crazy. Yeah, I think so too.
What are you talking about? We've literally just been painting.
Iris nods. But Iris gave you more paint and she switched your rollers.
That's because Vela needed both of those items to continue working.
Yeah, she was just doing her job as a captain.
Exactly.
Also, how did you know that she gave me more paint? Were you spying on us?
Wow, look at the time. I need to go get more work done. I hurry away before they can respond, but I still hear their voices even after I leave.
Should we be worried about that?
No, he's probably getting these strange ideas from Kai.
Yeah, all of these options are pretty much stupid. So, yeah, I hope that it doesn't affect our routes. But it doesn't affect us unless we get really dumb, like for example, flirt with Nova later on in the story.
Oh, that makes sense.
Vela laughs.
I mean, can you believe it? Us? Sisters?
Iris giggles.
Yeah, pretty funny.
Although, if I had to have a sister, I wouldn't mind if she were like you.
Same here.
I sneak a glance and see the girls smiling at each other. At least they're having fun, even if it's at my expense. Well, kinda ended well in a way, but not for me. But I walked through the sanctuary looking for anyone else who might need help. So Luna will appear, right? This is Luna's part. First option? Yeah, I think I stole one in the first run. Maybe I need to try a little harder to get their attention. I pat the pink Pongo on the head again. Hello, pretty Pongo. Who's a good girl? She blinks at me and cocks her head to the side.
Boing, boing.
That's right, you are. She grins broadly, wiggling from side to side.
Boy,
Ah, see, you just needed a little extra attention.
boy.
I stop petting and stand up. As soon as I do, the Pongo forgets about me. Her attention refocuses on Luna. This part is the same. I am not sure which one I chose because I remember picking either the first or the second or the fourth one. But if I click on this, would I accidentally like flirt with her? Okay, this part isn't the same, right? Yeah, it's not skippable. Maybe they think you're smuggling a couple of pongos under your shirt and they're concerned for their well-being. Luna blinks, then she smirks.
Oh dear. That certainly doesn't bode well. Maybe I should undo my shirt to show them that's not the case.
My eyes widen. Right here? She giggles.
You're right. I'll wait until we have a moment in private.
I don't know if I should be relieved or disappointed. While Luna and I puzzle over the Pongo's fixation on her, I spot one of the park rangers stopping a volunteer from entering the enclosure. This part is the same. Skip, 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 skip. First option with this one. Those are actually some pretty good stats, Kai.
Don't sound so surprised. Nobody can resist this charm.
He flashes me a winning grin. Luna adds a tick to the failed column. Yeah, this part is the same as well. Since I'm on my own again. Is this part the same? Yeah, this part is the same. I think I picked the first one because I don't want to step into a route. So, regardless, let's just make a scum save right here. Teach the Pongo to Wingman. Can I skip? No, I can't skip. So, basically, I haven't chose the option. My idea forms in my head. Maybe I can use these Pongos to my advantage. First, I pick one or two wildflowers. Wildflowers growing within the sanctuary. Then I whisper to the nearest blue Pongo. Psst, Pongo. He blinks.
Boy.
I lean in closer and turn my back so Vela can hear. I got a special job for you, okay? Take this flower and offer it to Vela. Can you do that?
Boy.
The Pongo opens his mouth wide, then he chomps on the flower and hops away. Hey, get back here! Vela bursts out laughing.
He must really like whatever you gave him.
I gave him a present to give to you.
Wait, what? For me?
She stops laughing and blinks.
Pongo, come back!
The two of us chase the Pongo around the houses before we finally catch him. Gotcha! The Pongo glances up at me. Now give Vela the present. He happily obliges and opens his mouth. A slobbery mangoed flower drops out and he grins.
Boy.
No, Pongo! The betrayal! Vela gingerly lifts the droopy petals and giggles.
I appreciate the thought, but Pongos are a little too unpredictable for this kind of thing.
I see that now. I glance back down at the Pongo. You have to work on your wingman skills, little buddy. He blinks up at me and grins broadly.
Boy.
Vela kneels down and pats the Pongo closest to her.
I think they really like the sanctuary, though. I've never seen them so playful before.
And this part is the same, right? Yep. I think I chose the fourth option in the last one. Right? Yep, it is. So this time... second option. Ah, this is cute, but I wish I had a cuddle buddy too. I look pointedly at Vela.
Oh, a cuddle buddy, huh? I can help you with that.
You can? My heart races and I grin. Did that actually work? Of course not! Vela smiles, she picks up a Pongo and offers her to me.
Here you go.
Okay, we can choose the stupid option. Yeah, I feel like with Vela, any second option I choose turn out to be stupid. I don't know why, but with Luna, the second option is always like... She always responds really well to the second option. Second option? Aw, thanks! Spreading my arms wide, I embrace Vela, who still holds the Pongo against her chest. She immediately tenses.
Hey, what are you doing?
Cuddling with the cutest thing ever, of course.
Are you talking about me or the Pongo?
The answer is yes, right? Yes! We did. I squeeze her tighter in the hug and Vela giggles.
Too tight! I don't squish the way a Pongo does.
Oops, sorry. Eventually we separate from the hug, and I think I see a faint blush in her cheeks. Now that Beep Boop has fully accepted the Pongo, the two of them play a version of Leapfrog together. Yeah, this part is the same. Yeah, and Beep Boop got his battery sucked, and that's probably the last time we see... wait, not the last time, but I think the last time we see Beep Boop was literally during the first dinner session with Kai, when he decides to be a Michelin chef. And that's the last time I remember seeing Beep Boop. And I don't remember ever seeing him afterwards. Is this part the same? Yeah, it's skippable, so we'll just skip. Yeah, I picked this in the last time and Iris didn't. And Iris literally roasted us. Pick this one. That's cute. Pongos have roommates too. Iris shoots me a curious glance.
Roommates?
Yeah, didn't you see them?
Oh, I saw a Pongo couple deciding to move in together.
Huh? A couple? She nods.
Didn't you see them hugging at the end?
So a hug on its own doesn't mean anything. It depends on the type of hug. Iris raises a brow. Okay. I'll pick this in the third run, I suppose, but yeah, in that case I'd probably be stupid. Yeah, this will be on the third run and see what happens. Yeah, I'm not risking. I don't think Iris would appreciate any attempts to prove my point, so I make sure to keep my hands to myself. Never mind. Soon, all of the Pongos disperse through the enclosure. Iris glances around and nods in satisfaction. This part is the same. And this is the... I am not sure which I picked. I think I remember picking the first one. I remember picking the first one, but I think... because I don't want to accidentally go to a route, so this part is safe for the third run, I suppose. Oh no, the tears. I have no idea how to handle this situation. You and me both, buddy. I awkwardly pat her shoulder. There. She nods just as awkwardly. I think that went well?
Anyway, the rangers and volunteers are all packing up, so we should head out too.
This part is the same. Blah 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 blah. Yeah, and side with Vela, I put my hands on my hips. Yeah, Kai, didn't you see Iris with a Pongo?
Wait, you knew about this too?
Of course I did.
How am I the only one who didn't know?
Vela and I share a glance. She shakes her head in disappointment.
Typical.
Anyway, I hear Bed calling my name, so I'm going to head out too. Good luck working things out.
Thanks.
Thanks.
Yeah, this part, similar. Wait, what? Okay, I can't skip. I chuckle as the two of them stare each other down. After waving goodbye, I exit the lounge and head down the corridor. I think because the reason I can't skip is because the next part, yeah, it's a loading. That figures. As soon as I reach my room, I collapsed gratefully onto my bed and sink deep into the pillows. This part is the same. Say hello.
Hey, big bro. I like your messy hair.
Hey, what? I'm not sure which part I called her Celery and which part I didn't, but in this run I'm just gonna still fully call her normally until then. Maybe next run I'm just gonna dedicate to call her Celery. Yeah, I don't know why it skips this part, skip this text. Maybe I didn't call her Celery this time. Hey sis. And my hands fly to my head and I smoothed on my hair. Celeste giggles. And this part is everything the same. I picked this one, so I picked the first one. A super fun search and rescue mission.
Oh, of course. Why didn't I think of that?
I'm not sure whether that tone was correct due to me skipping the previous dialogues. It's okay. You have other qualities.
Gee, thanks.
She rolls her eyes but grins.
So, who did you have to rescue?
Pongos. Celeste blinks.
Did you say pongos?
This part is the same. Oh, or not. Yup.
Like the cute little squishy things that go whee?
Yeah, and there was a whole planet of them.
A whole planet?
Yeah. She stares at me. I think I broke her, right? Celeste? Silence? Oh, I think I broke her. Or maybe the connection dropped. Hello, Celeste? Are you still there? Or... This part is the same, right? Even if it's... Wait, what was the context here? Oh, the song, right? If it's even a fraction as accurate and clever as the last time, then you know I do. Ah yeah, when she roasts us in the song.
It's so weird that you like the song so much.
Why? It was so good.
I know, but you weren't supposed to think so.
I grin.
Anyway, the piece is still really rough, and there are a couple places that I might change. I haven't decided yet.
Is this part the same? Have I picked the cowbell option? Yeah, this part is I picked the cowbell option before. First option. That was so beautiful and peaceful. I felt like I was floating on a river without a single care in the world.
I'm so glad. I wanted to create something serene and beautiful.
Well, you definitely succeeded.
Thanks, big bro.
She grins from ear to ear. This part is the same. I feel like I picked the second option before. Yeah. I don't like the challenging way she's looking at me. I better tread carefully here. Really forgiving and incredibly nice? She smiles.
That sounds entirely right and super accurate.
That's a good answer. That was a good answer. So it's... This part is the same as well. Skip, skip, skip. Go to bed. First option? Okay. Yeah, I think I remember picking the second option. Yeah, at this point, at some parts of the story, I kind of knew we already picked the second option before. I think up to a certain part in the story, I have defaulted myself into picking the second option. The first few episodes, I sometimes pick the first option just not to be an asshole or something. But yeah, I don't think it matters too much. It sounds like we can both benefit. She nods.
My thoughts exactly. I've got a few things to wrap up before we take off. Feel free to take some time to yourself, and I'll let everyone know what the plan is when we're ready.
Sounds good, and thanks again. She offers me a final smile as I leave her quarters. Skip this part, blah blah blah. The Derek part. I'm not sure whether I picked it. Yeah, I picked this one just yet. Oh, I actually didn't pick this part last time. But somehow I got this as a correct answer. Because I don't think this is part of the trait. This is even relevant to the trait. I shouldn't rule him out just yet. After all, he was still a part of the evidence team and could be the guilty party. Sharing this information with me could be a part of some deeper plan. It's really convenient that you happen to know all of this information, even though you were so quick to leave IAP. Yeah, and whenever you pick the the strength, the athletic trait, and the intuitive trait literally has different sound effects. Derek becomes serious. He doesn't seem angry, but the smile is gone from his lips.
Given what's happened to you, I don't blame you for distrusting everyone. You are a great agent, so feel free to do whatever due diligence you need with me and the other evidence team members. If it helps to uncover the truth, then I'm more than happy to help.
I plan to. I should get going. I need to follow up on what you've told me. Derek nods.
It was nice to see you. And I'm glad you're doing okay after everything that happened.
This part is the same, so we're just gonna skip again. Wait for load. Yeah, going through the other routes probably would make the run twice as faster compared to my first run. So the first run actually took around like what, 19-ish episodes. So yeah, the first episode I think took, yeah, the first run took around 19 episodes. So I think with me skipping most of this, I think it will be at least twice as fast. Well, if excluding some of the girls exclusive, well, some of the scenes which are exclusive to certain routes, I think, yeah, this might go at least a quarter as fast. I wanna say a quarter or at least half as fast. This part is the same, just, well, let's say sounds fun. A night out is exactly what we need. I'm in.
That's what I like to hear.
So, where to then?
Don't worry about that. I know exactly where to go.
We skip. First option? Yeah. I'm not in the mood for alcohol. I glance briefly at the bar's non-alcoholic options and tell Kai my order. He nods.
Coming right up.
This part is... yeah, I'm not picking this option. I have already someone I like. Then we'll pick Vela this time. It's Vela. Kai grins.
Oh, I was about to guess her.
Really? How did you know?
It's pretty obvious. If you aren't in the cockpit with me, then you're in the engineering bay or the lounge with Vela.
I guess have been spending more time together. He nods.
That's not a bad thing. She could use someone in her life who's more grounded, like you. Vela is basically a whirlwind trapped in a girl's body.
Say what now? She's energetic, but that's what makes her so cute.
I'm not denying that. Her innocence is both her strength and her weakness.
How so?
Vela still sees the world as a good place overall, and because of that, she's quick to trust people. But that also means it's easy for her to get hurt.
I'm not trying to hurt her. Kai nods.
I know, but because Vela is so trusting, she misses a lot of signals. For as smart as she is, sometimes she's as thick as a brick wall. Subtlety is lost on her.
Yeah, especially we picked the second option with her around. Yeah, we are being stupid. That's pretty unusual for a girl.
Believe me, I know. I've asked her multiple times if she's sure she's not a guy in disguise.
Why would you ask her that? I don't know if I go that far. Kai chuckles. Either way, this is all helpful information. Thanks for the insight. Kai nods and then grins.
Now that I've helped you, it's time for you to help me.
Help you how?
What did I say when we came out? That we needed to take advantage of this opportunity. Well, it's time to opportune.
That's not how that word is used.
No? Well, maybe you should explain it to those lovely ladies over there.
This part is the same, right? I won't be choosing this one this time. First option. I shake my head. Sorry, but I'm going to have to pass. It's all you, bro.
I guess I kind of knew that answer was coming. Does that mean I need to entertain a set of twins by myself?
Seems so.
Really? You're okay if I go do my thing?
Yep. Kai's grin widens. He clasps my shoulder with his hand.
Best wingman ever. I'll see you back on the ship.
He winks and then saunters off. The girls greet him with coy giggles and make space for Kai at their table. Yeah, he'll be more than fine without me. I finish up my drink and exit the bar. Luckily, I remember the way back to the spaceport and easily secure myself a ride. Leaning against the window, the city lights blur together as we speed past. Afterwards, I make my way back and climb aboard the ship. When I cross through the cargo bay, I'm surprised to find Bella there. Hey Bella. She jumps at my voice.
Oh, hey, what are you doing here?
I just got back. What are you doing?
I got a status alert to check the cargo bay, but everything appears to be fine.
That's good. Her brows wrinkle.
It's pretty late, isn't it? And you're just now getting back? Wait, is Kai back too?
I shake my head. He wasn't ready to come home, so he's still at the bar.
Of course not. Based on past experience, he won't be ready to come home until breakfast tomorrow morning.
Yeah, because he's gonna come. Come somewhere else. And based on how his conversation was going at the bar, that sounds about right. Bella sighs.
He's kind of a lost cause at this point.
She looks at me.
Although I'm a little surprised you're back so early if you went out together.
Why wouldn't I be back early? She blinks, clearly caught off guard.
Oh, because you guys were at a bar and Kai always... And since you went together, I just assumed that you,
Not sure I finished hearing that.
Because you guys were at a bar and Kai always...
Vela shows off looking equal parts confused and flustered. I chuckle. Maybe I should help her out. No, it wasn't like that at all. In fact, our time at the bar together was very wholesome. She snorts.
Kai and wholesome? Are you sure those two words belong together in the same sentence?
It's a strange combination, but it's true. All we did was talk.
That's it.
That's it.
Huh.
Vela pauses in genuine surprise. I bet she never expected that answer.
What do two guys hanging out at a bar talk about?
Many manly things, like cars and guns, how much we can bench. Vela's gaze goes flat and she crosses her arms.
It's girls, isn't it?
Pretty much. She giggles.
I should have known. Plus, I don't think Kai's capable of talking about anything else. I bet he just talked about all the girls that he liked.
No, I actually did that. He gave some pretty good advice.
He did? Does that mean that you talked about someone he knows?
She gasped.
Ooh, you did! Who was it? Can you tell me? Do I know her?
She watches me with expectant hopefulness. This is a little awkward considering she was the topic of our conversation. Should I tell her the truth? What will actually happen if we... Okay, I'm gonna save scum here. We don't have the intuitive trait, so I'm worried that the option would mess us up. First option. Yeah, you do. Because we were talking about you. Bella laughs without any hesitation.
No, really. Who was it?
For sake. I blink. You.
Stop kidding around. I'm being serious.
Yeah, never a dull moment with her, right? She's that dense. Well, we're gonna insist. So am I. It was you.
Seriously?
Yeah. Maybe it's finally sinking in that I'm telling the truth. Then she pouts.
You are actually the worst.
Huh?
Even after all of that, you still won't tell me.
I am telling you! She sighs.
It's okay, I get it. It's probably too embarrassing to tell me.
I am so confused. What the hell is even happening right now?
I still need to do a final check in the engineering bay before I can go to bed. So I better go do that.
Oh yeah, it's pretty late. I won't keep you any longer then. She nods.
I hope you had a fun night.
Thanks. See you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.
Vela waves and returns to what she was doing. After saying goodbye, I tread up the stairs and cross through the ship until I reach the quarters. I find my room and head inside. For some reason, the last run we encountered both Vela and Luna together. Or is it Iris? But I think because we during the first run we accidentally walked into Vela's route tiny bit by like, I think the only time I remember accidentally interacted with Vela is downloading the pet app. Yeah, that's the only thing I remember I ever picked. And then yeah, when we came back for the bar, Vela jumps us, or rather we jumped Vela, and then when we go back up and then we saw Luna. So I'm guessing we missed a few lines once if we didn't, you know, check on everyone. I mean, we missed a few lines with Luna if we stretch ourselves thin among the girls. I have no idea, but yeah, there's no CGs that covers anything, so we're just gonna skip this part. Another loading session. I wake up feeling well rested, so we can skip or not. Okay, another loading. I don't know why. So skip this part. Wait, what? I feel up with blah blah blah. I'm not sure which part. No, I don't think anything. I don't think all of these is anything that I haven't read before. Yeah, I think I read everything before. That's why I can't skip. But the only thing is because of the loading symbol at the bottom right. This is the conference call part. First option. It's really nice to have the gang back together again. I've been in contact with each of them, but it doesn't feel different now. Wait, what? But it doesn't feel different now that it's all three of us together.
Yes, we should have done this sooner.
Zeke nods.
Much sooner.
Agreed.
Since we're all catching up, I have to ask a very important question. How's our favorite printer doing over at IAP?
So we can skip all of this part. Okay. First option. Have you tried complaining about it again?
Because that worked so well last time.
She's got a point. Everyone, including IT, know that printer sucks, but nobody ever fixes it. Zeke snorts.
It will forever remain an unsolved case.
We laugh. And this part is the same. First option. I'm sorry this is getting so much. I'm sorry this is getting to be so much work for you guys. Helen grins.
Don't worry about it. A little work's good for the soul.
Zeke chuckles.
Sometimes my soul feels a bit overworked, but yeah, no problem.
Thanks. And first option, it's if that's what you think is best, I'm in. Anyway, Thanks so much. This part is the same. Come on. I've still got some time to spare. Let's go to the simulation room. I eagerly head inside and make a beeline for the console. There is only a small selection of demo programs preloaded. Most of them are simple destinations on Earth. There are also a few training scenarios and workout plans to choose from. This room is very multifunctional. When I'm browsing the section, I hear a soft snickering. Kai leans against the doorframe, arms crossed.
I expected somebody would come by to check out this room, but I didn't expect it to be you.
Wait, why are you here? I thought the last time Vela was here. Hey, you can't judge me when you're here too. He shakes his head.
I only came by to see who's here. I wouldn't be caught dead using this thing.
Why not?
Because they're pointless. Why waste time with something that's not real?
Have you ever tried using one? He is suspiciously quiet. Then how do you know it's a waste of time? More silence. I was going to run the program anyway. You should try it with me. Then you can have a reason to hate it. Kai narrows his eyes, then he nods.
Alright, you drive a hard bargain, but it's a deal.
He joins me by the console and we flick through the programs together. We decide on a simple park destination. I don't know why it's Kai with this one. Because I remember the last time it was like Vela trying for the like love tunnel thing. Or maybe it was not till this point. As soon as the program loads, I am surrounded by lush trees. My skin prickles from the gentle breeze, which carries the smell of freshly cut grass and the gentle chatter of birdsong. Or is it because I was being too much of an asshole with Vela until we didn't step onto a route? So beautiful and peaceful. Kai and I remain quiet as we soak in the tranquility of nature. Eventually, we close the program, the greenery disappears, and the room returns to its stark white natural state. I turn to Kai. So, verdict? He shrugs.
It doesn't matter how realistic these programs feel, because it's not real.
Have I chose this option before? I don't think so. Because I never seen this scene before. I nod. I'm with you, man. There's always something that will remind you things aren't quite right.
Yup, in this case it was the recycled air. The program wanted me to think it was fresh air. But recycled air will never smell like fresh air.
Exactly. Kai grins.
I knew you'd understand.
The crackle of the intercom interrupts us.
Team, meet in the lounge in 10 minutes.
Sounds like Iris has an update.
Finally, I wonder what took so long.
We'll find out soon enough. Or maybe because we are being too much of an asshole to Vela, and then that's why Kai showed up. Yeah, I think... Did I fucked it up? Kai nods. Together we shut down the console and clean up the room. Then we cross the hall and head into the lounge. I don't know why isn't Vela there? And I can skip this part. The rest of the team are gathered by the couch, so I quickly join them. When everyone is settled, Iris clears her throat.
Good. We're all here.
Kai stretches, nonchalantly raising his arms above his head.
Let me guess, the contract's ready?
Yes and no.
This part is the same, right? I am not sure which one I chose. Or is it because during the scene with Vela earlier? Okay, I accidentally saved over that, but yeah, I shouldn't have insisted that it was her, probably. I'll have. Oh shit. Yeah, I picked the second one before. The first one. It is and isn't ready? Luna giggles.
I think it's safe to assume that's not what she means.
Iris's look is all it takes to refocus us.
It means the job I was looking at fell through. Originally, the contractor wanted us to transport a large number of guns to a free world planet.
This part is the same. The first option. Wow, that's really shady of him.
Yes. I'm glad you read the fine print, Iris.
For real. Otherwise, we'd be doing 3 jobs for the price of 1.
Exactly.
You should write a Yip review about him. 0 stars.
Yeah, this part is the same. This part is the same as well. Wait, what? Wait, what? Okay, I can't skip this part. So I'm guessing it'll be a Vela scene? Yeah, when I arrive, the room is quiet and empty. Awesome! There are no prying eyes to judge me and my program choices. After a quick glance around, I power on the TV and flip to the latest episode of the long-running romance drama Celeste and I like to watch. Well, it's mostly Celeste who likes it. I only watch it so she has someone to discuss it with. Yep, and that's the only reason why. No other reason at all. I settle into the couch and get comfortable. Before long, I'm completely absorbed by the show. Even though I only plan to watch 1 episode, I end up binging until my eyes feel heavy. Okay, it's time for bed. With a yawn, I turn off the TV and clean up the area. Then I return to my room. After a quick change, I curl under the cool sheets and drift off to sleep. Did I accidentally chose the platonic route? If I actually messed it up, I might just restart the entire run and try not to be an asshole this time. A light beeping wakes me up from my slumber. I roll over to check my phone. I think this part is the same. This part we actually seen it twice before because of the multiple takes. I think the one I uploaded is actually this. So let's pick this. Aksari is looking to trap ships, which means whatever they have planned cannot be good. We should do whatever we can to escape. Iris glances between me and Kai, then nods.
Do it.
I maximize our thruster output and blast Eidos into full speed. Slowly we counteract the planet's gravitational pull. My chest flutters with hope. Maybe we can actually break out of this. Suddenly our controls go haywire. The relay repeaters are reactivated, shutting down our system once more and pulling us back into the descent.
Damn it, we almost had it.
With no option left, I redirect what remaining power I have into the shields. Then I orient the ship towards the planet. Prepare for atmospheric entry. Eidos dives in, and I try my best to control the flight. With most of our computations knocked out and all of our energies rerouted to the shields, I take over manual controls and channel my full concentration into flying. So this part is actually the same. I am not sure which one is which one I chose before. Okay, regardless, I think we picked the second option by default last time, so first option. Sorry, I didn't mean to pry.
I'm just pulling your leg. Seirdros had its own set of underhanded tactics. Nothing as sophisticated as repeater relays taking down full ships.
Yeah, this part is the same. Just gonna skip. Wait, what? The storm rages on for a couple of days before it finally subsides. I try to update Celeste on our situation, but an external connection is still impossible to reach. I'll fill her in as soon as our lines are re-established. This part is the same. Oh, this time we're with... Oh, this part is also scripted. We're with Luna for some reason. First option. These people don't look like very well protected. Luna nods.
Yes, it seems to be the opposite, in fact. This is clearly propaganda. Something sketchy about this town. beyond its obvious poverty. We should stay cautious.
Okay. We head back to the main area of town and continue our search. And I'm gonna be stupid with this one, right? Because since we're not on the route, or is it because this option is because we are, I don't know what this sound effect means now, because it feels like we're doing the wrong things. But it also means that because we have the athletic trait or something. Shouldn't we just focus on getting the parts? It's not really our business if other people want them, right? The merchant stares at me, his brows furrowing. Luna purses her lips.
Of course it's our business. We can't have anyone trying to leave our nice little planet. Our boss wouldn't like that, now would he?
Why do I feel like Luna is so good at improvising? Oh, I see what she's doing. We're supposed to be part of Xenox's crew. It would definitely be our businesses. Definitely be our business if someone wanted to escape. I give Luna a silent apology. Right, he wouldn't. The guy vigorously shakes his head.
No, of course not. No one's come here for that. Besides, everyone knows even if someone did buy parts, they'd need permission to leave the hex shield, which I...
Okay, this part is the same. Sorry for not catching on quicker about being a part of Xenox's crew. I almost blew our cover. She shakes her head.
It's fine. It happened in the moment, and I should have found a way to give you a heads up.
I nod. Yeah, we never actually hung out with her, so we pretend that we don't know that she is good at, like, you know, role-playing and stuff. That guy seemed really scared when he learned we worked for Xenox.
Yes, he did.
First option. Is it really okay for him to go off by himself like that? What if he gets in trouble? Luna giggles.
Oh, don't worry. It's Kai. He's always in trouble.
This is normal for him.
This part is the same. I feel like we accidentally messed up the Vela route because we've been quite an asshole. Maybe I should keep with the intuitive trait for the first 3 runs and then see what happens if we choose the other options, but I don't think that matters. The ship soon looms into view. We drive the buggy up the cargo ship and park in the cargo bay when we unload the boxes. All these are the same. First option. Agreed. Wow, that's impressive. You guys got a lot done in a short amount of time. I think I'm looking at a dream team over here.
You know it. I don't know what I'd do without this little rust bucket by my side.
The robot's screen is blank, then a picture of a bucket followed... Wait, what? Then a picture of a bucket followed by a question mark appears. Bella laughs and pulls Beep Boo into a hug.
Whatever, you know what I mean.
Beep Boop nuzzles against Vela. A little heart appears on its screen. Ah. Luna smiles while Iris nods.
Excellent. Great work, you two. The sooner we can get off this planet, the better. There's something weird about this place.
Is that why Kai decided to do some snooping?
Yeah, the merchant was really nervous. It was almost like he didn't want to sell us the parts.
This part is the same, right? First option this time? Maybe you should start. Yeah. Okay, something came up. Okay. Don't think it's that important. Let me just... You know what? Okay, it's fine. Okay, let's continue. Maybe we should... maybe you should start by telling us where you went.
I wandered everywhere and nowhere, invisible to the townsfolk, like a lonely beggar on the streets.
Vela rolls her eyes.
Look who thinks he's a bard. Get to the point, Kai.
Yeah, Iris's tone is sharp and impatient. We can skip this part now. First option, I wrinkle my nose. I didn't think it was possible, but this guy just keeps getting worse and worse. Luna nods.
My thoughts exactly.
Anyway, getting an audience with him is irrelevant. The Hex Shield controls are located in the server room, which is another wing of the mansion.
This part we can skip this part. We can. The last time we failed to, you know, make a deal with Xenoc. So for now, I'm gonna still pick this option. This part is still the same. This is to skip. I'm not gonna skip that. This option. I'll do whatever needs to be done for this planet. Wait, what? I'll do whatever needs to be done for this plan to be successful. Iris smiles.
That's the right attitude to have.
I nod again.
Okay, that's settled then.
Wait, you forgot to mention my name.
This part is the same. Got it. Skip all of the parts. First option. As much as I enjoy Kai's company, we don't have time to hang around. We have an important undercover mission to prepare for. Are you sure now's the right time for you to come over?
Absolutely, it's the perfect time. While the girls will be changing into more appealing outfits.
Okay, this part is the same. Okay, yeah. We're still on Vela's route, so that's a good thing, right? Vela wrinkles her nose as she pulls her chiffon skirt. She doesn't seem convinced, but I am. I can't keep my eyes off her. She fidgets under my gaze, and that's when I tear my eyes away. As enticing as she looks, I need to pay attention to the mission at hand. Yeah, Kai's right. You all did a great job on this outfit. Luna smiles.
You did too.
This part is all the same. I think this option will be saved for the Iris route. I'm gonna pick the... Oh wait! Okay, I accidentally picked the third option, but never mind. Yeah, this option I think is siding with Vela, right? Yeah, something doesn't add up. You fight better than some mercenaries who've been in this profession for years.
I'm just a quick learner. That's all.
I narrow my eyes and exchange a glance with Vela.
See what I mean?
I nod. I'm also unconvinced. Iris stands in the kitchen doorway.
All right, everyone. It's time to start the mission.
This part is the same, right? Yeah, because of the loading. This part is I think I picked this part the last time. I ripped Morgana's hand away from Vela. That's enough. I don't need you upsetting my girls. She rubs the sore spot on her wrist and frowns.
There's no need for such hostility. I'm merely inspecting the merchandise. Are you implying that an inspection is too intrusive for your girls?
No, of course not. But there's no need to be so physical. Her demeanor becomes impassive.
Regardless, I've seen enough.
She steps away from the girls and faces me.
Your girls are high.
Okay, same thing. Once she's out of view, I face my teammates. Is this the same part? Yep. Yeah, we're skipping all these parts. First option. This kind of behavior is appalling. They may be the help, but they're still people and deserve to be treated with respect. The man pauses. His eyes focus and unfocus, and then he bursts out laughing.
Nice one. That's a good joke.
I'm not joking. He slaps the table in laughter.
Respect. I've never heard anything so funny.
This guy's a lost cause. As I'm contemplating how to close the distance between us without alerting the guy, someone calls the man away and I miss my window of opportunity, and it's a good time to skip. This part is the same. I'm not sure which option I chose before, to be honest. Yeah, I picked that one before. Saving this for Iris route. Pick this one. I hate to burst a bubble, but I don't think her plan is working the way she intended. I don't think your lack of reaction is deterring them. In fact, it's encouraging them to try harder and say worse things. Iris doesn't respond. Instead, she fixes me with her signature blank stare. Or not. Regardless, what you're doing now is working. Using the Polaris angle was a good decision. Iris looks curious.
Am I getting enough interest?
Yeah, pick this part. Never pick this part. I think... Don't worry, I've got it handled. You should just focus on yourself for now. To my surprise, she frowns.
I need to understand the state of the mission in order to focus on myself. If what I'm doing isn't working, then I need to adjust.
Right. All of these elements are related, so by withholding information, I was actually hindering instead of helping. Yes, you're getting plenty of interest, so keep it up. She nods.
Good. That's what I needed to know. What about you? Have you secured any weapons?
I shake my head. There are too many people around, so I haven't found an opening. She nods.
We've still got time, so keep trying. Has Luna had better luck?
This part is the same. I'm not sure whether we might accidentally blew our cover here. Nothing to worry about there. That's where she's providing a more hands-on service, if you know what I mean. This part is the same.
Either way, I'm glad I caught you. I've been hoping to have a conversation with you.
I don't want to risk getting
I
exposed.
assume that means that you and Chet are quite close then.
This part is the same, right? first one. Last one. Can I refuse? I wanna, you know what, save scum here, refuse. I can't break character no matter what. And a trader would never agree to do a slave's job. My service cannot compare to how my girl will treat you. I'll make sure she gives you special attention. Morgana sighs, her expression falling flat in boredom.
No matter then. I think we've wasted enough time in conversation, don't you?
She stands, resuming a more formal demeanor.
I'll let you get back to work. We'll speak again later this evening.
Without waiting for a response, she turns on a heel and strides away. Although I didn't blow my cover, I think I might have blown my chance to gain her trust. She's much more cold and standoffish now. Regardless, I can't get too distracted. I need to check on Bela. So we can skip this part as well. First option. There's no need to worry her. At the end of the day, we won't be sticking around long enough for the list to matter. I take a deep breath and force a smile. That's great, Vela. Keep up the good work.
Thanks, I will.
I still need to talk to Luna, so will you be okay here? Vela nods.
Yep, just leave it to me.
Before I can respond, the guard comes over.
Are you ready yet? People are getting restless.
This part is the same. We're gonna skip as well. First option, I suppose. Luna is really getting into character, but I don't like the looks of these patrons are giving her. I need to intervene before something bad happens. I'm about to step closer when Luna finally straightens. At least the situation is sorted. For now. This part is the same. We'll go with the third option. I'm not entirely sure what Luna has planned, but it's obvious she wants me to follow her. I willingly allow her to pull me. Lead the way. Luna smirks and gives another playful tug on my shirt.
I was so close. That could have been me. No, that could have been me. If only he didn't get in the way.
Is that the Yugi reference? The voice fades once we exit the room. Luna leads me into the restroom before she finally lets me go. So this part is the same. Yeah, if I can keep skipping, then I'm just gonna do so.
Let's discuss an offer.
Great. When is Xenoc available? She arches a sculpted brow.
Xenoc doesn't involve himself in such affairs. He entrusts all of these decisions to me.
I came here to make a deal with him directly. Her smile drops. I can tell her patience is wearing thin.
Making a deal with me is the same as making a deal with him. I speak on his behalf.
I'm not sure if I messed this up. Well, I'm sorry, but I'll only make a deal with Xenoc himself. Her tone is icy.
Then, unfortunately, there will be no deal.
Hold on.
We'll be keeping the money for your girls as compensation for our time. And be happy it's only the money we're keeping. Someone will be here to show you out.
As soon as she's done speaking, Morgana walks away. I'm still stunned when the guards bring my teammates to me. The girls give me questioning looks just before the guards walk us out of the mansion. So there's a fail option here. We're quiet until we completely leave the grounds. Once we see the familiar crumbling sights of the town, Iris turns to me.
What happened?
Morgana wanted to make the offer herself. I pushed for an audience with Xenoc, but she refused and eventually declined the sale. Iris nods.
Alright. Let's wait until we get back to the ship to discuss further.
We continue to put distance between us and the mansion until we reach the buggy. We all filter into the vehicle and I drive us back to the ship. When we reach the Eidos, everyone returns to their rooms to get cleaned up and changed. Kai is still in the cockpit, keeping watch in case we were followed, but the rest of us reconvene in the lounge.
We were on target for a meeting with Xenoc, so something must have gone wrong.
Do you have any ideas about what might have changed her mind?
It could be a number of things. Either something we said or did.
I don't think it was anything you did. Morgana wanted to make the sale, which means she was ultimately impressed with you all.
So, it must have been something that was said.
I wonder if Morgana already had a bad impression of us from the start.
So we have to accept whatever Morgana was telling us. I'll keep that in mind for the third run then.
What do you mean?
During the inspection, there was a moment when she was clearly unhappy.
I think I know what you're talking about. It was when she was getting too handsy with Vela and I told her to stop. Iris nods.
I think she started to become suspicious then. You broke character by reacting so strongly because a slave trader wouldn't have been so affected.
Well, kind of in character with what I'm going for on if I want to go on Vela's route. First option, then. She was going too far. I had to do something to protect Vela.
Is it still protection when it costs us our objective?
I don't have an answer to that. Maybe she has a point.
What did you talk about?
Morgana spent a lot of time grilling me about my relationship with Chet. She basically said Chet had visited the planet right before I showed up. After that, the conversation moved on from him after that. She asked me to bring her a new drink and some food, which was kind of a strange request, so I refused.
Wait, you straight up said no?
Yeah.
Why?
Because I'm not a servant. I even offered for Luna to bring her something, but she didn't want that. In fact, she just left. Luna winces, wearing a strange smile.
Oh dear. While you may have been right that a trader wouldn't usually do that, this would have been the perfect opportunity to impress Morgana and secure that meeting with Xenoc.
It does seem like she was testing you and didn't like the result.
Oh crap, I didn't realize that. Then she left after that. The girls nod. There's a moment of silence as the group considers all that was said.
Well, things obviously didn't go to plan, so what should we do next?
We go to Plan B.
Which is?
Kai will sneak into the server room and disable the hex shield. Since everyone has just seen our faces, it's best for the rest of us to stay on the ship.
That makes sense.
The good news is we have a lot more intel on the location and can fill in the blind spots of the blueprint.
Luna grins.
Perhaps we should let Kai know he's been voluntold for this mission.
Voluntold? What the hell? That's a word. Yeah, it's basically voluntold. Okay, that's a real, well, not a real word, but it's a slang word.
I'll brief him. In the meantime,
Say what now? Okay, the text has an issue.
I'll brief him. In the meantime, Vela, prepare the USB for Kai to use. Luna, check that our comms are clear and secure.
Yeah, the whole line is split and the text is not there. Iris turns to me.
And you, prepare the ship to fly. We'll set off as soon as we receive Kai's signal.
I nod. We spend some time ironing out the logistics of the plan. Afterwards, we reveal it again to reviewed it again to make sure all of our bases are covered. We get one shot at this, so we need to make sure it counts. I still feel a little guilty for giving away our undercover missions, and forcing us to change plans. Thankfully, the team has moved on. So it looks like plans going awry happens more often than not. Vela's terminal flashes green and she pulls out the USB drive. Then she hands it to Kai.
Here you go. All you need to do is plug this into any machine in the server room so we get connected into their local network. From there, I can remotely access our Trojan and disable the Hex Shield.
Just leave it to me.
Good.
Iris looks at me.
Have the engines fired up so we can get Kai out of here ASAP. If things go south, it may become a hot extraction.
Got it. Once everyone's roles are clear, Iris dismisses us and we leave to begin preparations. When night falls, we gather on the bridge.
Is everyone ready?
Kai grins. He pulls out what looks like 2 suction cups and clasps them together.
Never been readier. Oh, I've always wanted to use these babies.
We stare at him.
What? I figure instead of infiltrating from the inside, I may as well scale the outside to be completely out of sight and out of mind.
That is a tactically more sound idea, but does pose another question.
Oh?
Yeah, like why do you randomly have those?
He winks.
I've got all sorts of special tools.
Okay, so since we never seen this before, I'm gonna pick the second option as our usual default option. I laugh. Special tools, huh? I bet this isn't the only one.
Of course not. I'm no amateur.
Luna giggles.
I've heard of using a vacuum, but this is much more creative.
Kai narrows his eyes.
Hold on, I don't think I like what you're insinuating here.
Luna smirks.
I'll have you know I don't need any assistance in the sucking department.
Say what? I believe it. Iris clears her throat.
We should really focus on the mission.
Yeah, let's start before Kai pulls out any more tools.
After one final run through of the plan, I drop off Kai as close as we can without getting detected. While he continues on foot, I keep the ship active, but set configurations to low power. We set up a long-range camera to Xenox's mansion. The view is quite obstructed and the image is blurry, but it's better than nothing. For a brief moment, I missed the resources we had in IAP. Usually when we have multiple camera vantage points and body cam footage streaming, we'd have multiple camera vantage points and body cam footage streaming from the operative, but this will have to do. I think if we took the tactical trait, we might have just successfully went inside the... We actually can make an audience with Xenox, and we can avoid all the Morgana testing us as much as possible, right? So yeah, I'll leave that to the Iris route, I suppose. We wait quietly until we see a blurry Kai at the side of the building.
I'm here.
He pulls out his suction cups. First he hooks himself up to them with a couple of bungee cords, then he places them against the smooth surface of the wall. I hear him take a deep over the comms,
Here goes nothing.
then he starts scaling. The rest of us remain silent as he goes. The only sounds are Kai's soft grunts and panting breaths as he heaves himself upwards.
You sound like you're having quite the time, Kai.
Hey, it's really hard.
Luna giggles.
Oh, I'm sure it is.
Default. I grin at Luna. You think he's getting all hot and sweaty? She matches my grin.
It'd be impossible not to. How close are you to a window, Kai? I'm just wondering if you're close to coming inside.
Oh my god! I hear a short bark of laughter.
Alright. That was good, I'll give you that one.
Let's leave the joking for after the mission.
Of course. I'm sorry, Iris.
Iris nods, but I catch a brief smile on her lips before it disappears. She also thinks it's funny. Kai soon reaches the server room floor. I squint my eyes and see him pull a blade and carve an opening which he kicks through. I can hear the falling glass through the comms. That definitely made some noise. As soon as he's inside, our visual is lost. I hear muffled hits and grunts and then silence. Is Kai okay? I glance at the rest of the team who looks equally tense. Finally, his voice comes through the line.
Oh, I thought that would have been more challenging.
Yeah, given that his backstory during the first run, yeah, I think it's safe to say that he has significant experience to pull that off.
Wow, Kai. I had no idea you could actually be competent.
Despite her words, Vela looks genuinely impressed and relieved. Suddenly, a blaring siren sounds in the background.
Maybe I spoke too soon.
This mission is compromised. Let's extract.
Wait!
Vela's computer terminal turns green, a clear sign of connection. Kai must have plugged the USB in.
I can hold them off for a while, but if they see the ship, they'll lock down the system assuming we're trying to escape. Right now, as far as they know, I could just be a thief.
We glance at Iris. Awaiting her orders, she nods.
Understood. Keep that room secured. Vela, do your magic.
Vela's fingers fly across the keyboard.
I'm already in the system. It has some high-level encryption, but nothing I haven't seen before. It won't be easy, but I can get through in time.
Through the comms, we hear clear gun blast.
Take all the time you need!
Not helping!
She hunches over and types faster in response. I understand her stress. It's frustrating to sit back with no way of helping, especially as we can't see what's going on. All we can do is trust Kai. Based on what I'm hearing, he's handling himself just fine. Sweat's beading on Vela's brow as she focuses. She's biting her lips so hard that I'm afraid she'll draw blood. Will this fuck it up? I don't want to fuck it up. I'll pick this option. I step towards her. Are you done yet?
Does it look like you're flying us to the roof?
Good point. I step back again. Kai's still holding the guards back, but based on how hard he's breathing, I'm not sure how much longer he can last. The minutes feels like hours, but soon enough, Vela emphatically hits one final key.
Done.
Iris jumps to her feet.
Kai, get out of there. We'll meet you on the roof.
You don't have to tell me twice.
Vela, Luna, let's get to the hatch in case Kai needs cover fire to get in.
Finally, she looks at me.
You're up.
I blast the thrusters and charge full speed towards Xenox's mansion. Our ship takes some gunfire, which is stopped by our shields. We arrived on the roof just as Kai finishes scaling the wall. The roof access door opens and security guards fall out. They train their guns as Kai races towards us. Suppressive fire torrents from the hatch, providing Kai the cover needed to reach the ship. Once he's inside, the hatch closes and I take off. Before we can charge out of the line of fire, something crashes into Eidos, tossing us heavily to the side. They've activated some form of anti-air weaponry. I speak into the comms. Hold on tight, they've got AA. I've quickly regained control and barrel roll out of the way from another missile. I guide the ship into a series of zigzagging evasive dodge maneuvers. It takes us longer to reach the planet's atmosphere than if I were to take a straight shot out, but that last hit heavily damaged our ship's integrity. Another hit would crash us completely. I can't risk the chance. Make a save here. Luckily, I'm soon granted an opening, so I zoom straight for the open sky. Once we stabilize out of the range of fire, the rest of my team joins me on the bridge. Finally, I can now safely use the warp. I plunge the ship into warp drive and we speed through space. The only thought racing through my mind is I need to get us as far away from this planet as possible. When we eventually jump out of warp, Kai checks his maps and gauges.
It looks like we've made it to Union space.
He glances at me and nods.
Nice job there, hotshot.
Thanks. That was a close call. I had to fully overdrive our warp engine, so it's going to be a while before we can jump again.
We're in protected space now, so that shouldn't be too much of a concern.
Good. How does the rest of the ship look, Vela?
We took a few more hits, but nothing major. Our pilot over here did a good job dodging most of the incoming fire.
Iris nods.
Good. Let's activate power save mode while we wait for the warp to cool down.
I nod, flipping the switches back on my control panel. As I set the ship to low power, I turn back to my team. Everyone lets out a collective sigh of relief. Kai leans back into his chair, grinning.
Well, that was fun.
That's one word for it.
Her terminal is darkened and shut down. She smiles at me.
That was some great flying, as always.
Luna nods.
Indeed, very impressive.
You did well.
Not sure if I don't think we've seen this scene before. I laugh. Was there ever any doubt about that? I keep telling you I'm a top-notch pilot. Luna giggles.
So it seems. You've proven that multiple times lately.
Excuse me, but where is the praise for your handsome secret agent here? I did all the work.
Vela crosses her arms.
All you did was plug a USB drive into a computer.
Which was the most crucial part of this whole endeavor.
Vela blinks.
I guess that's true.
She begrudgingly mumbles something.
Good job.
Kai grins.
Thank you. My genius is finally appreciated.
Okay, don't get too ahead of yourself.
Vela crosses her arms again, but there's a small smile on her lips. Both Luna and Iris giggle. The tension in the air slowly dissipates as we all take a moment to breathe, relax, and process. I notice that Vela keeps sneaking looks at Kai. He noticed too and faces her.
Do you need something?
Yeah, my USB drive, please.
She holds out her hand.
Oh, right, no problem.
Kai reaches into his pocket, then freezes. Oh no, did you left it at the planet? When he removes his hand, it comes completely empty. He lets out an awkward laugh.
So, about that.
Vela glares at him.
And you still dared to ask for praise.
Weak pull-out game, man. Time to troll him. Your pull-out game is weak, dude.
Hey, I thought you'd have my back here.
I shrug. I'm just saying. Fela sighs.
Well, you're buying me a new one on the next planet.
Kai raises a brow.
If I didn't know any better, I'd think you cared more about that USB drive than me.
Fela grins.
About that.
Don't agree with me.
We all laugh. Some things never change. Kai checks his navigation dashboard.
So, where next? We've still got our last mission plotted out, but I assume we'll be changing course.
Correct. Our priority now is to fix Eidos. Plot us to the nearest Union hub system.
Kai nods.
Our warp is still down, so let's stay on low thrusters to speed up the recovery. We should be safe since we're in Union territory.
Got it.
It's been a long day, so make sure you all take the time to rest and recharge.
Yes, ma'am.
Fela stifles. I'm not sure how that is pronounced. I kind of forgot. Why do I forgot? Or is it stifle? Hold on, let me. Stifle. Okay. Stifles a yawn, clearly eager to head to bed. And Luna smiles softly and nods. The three of them say goodnight to us and exit the bridge. Kai turns to me.
You should rest too. I'll take first watch.
You just came back from a mission.
Yes, sir, and I had a whole 6-pack of Crimson Ox before going, so I'm wired for the next few hours.
How are you not dying of a heart attack after consuming so much caffeine?
It is one of the mysteries of the Milky Way galaxy, my friend. Anyway, that was some tough piloting. I'm sure you're feeling exhausted, so you should take a break.
I fight back a yawn. I could do with a nap. If you're sure.
I am.
Alright, thanks. I'll be back soon. I say goodnight and then exit the bridge. As I walk down the hall, I take this moment to check my phone. I've been so busy trying to escape Aksari that I've barely had a minute to think. My heart nearly stops at the number of missed calls and texts from Celeste. My brain is in overdrive. Is she okay? What if something happened? I take a deep breath and force myself to calm down, but I hurry the rest of the way to my room. Once I'm inside, I sit on my bed and check the text. Oh my god, did you see the new discovery today? I think this part is exactly the same. First option. I smile apologetically. I know. I'm really sorry I made you worry. I should have checked in with you sooner. She crosses her arms.
Yeah, you should have.
Then she softens.
But I'm relieved you're okay.
I didn't mean to make you worry.
I was trying not to, but I hadn't heard from you in a long time. I couldn't stop myself from thinking the worst.
Yeah, we'll skip this part. First option, I suppose. Definitely, if the government has had nothing to hide, then they wouldn't be going through all of this effort to clean up their leak. Celeste nods.
Huh, exactly! I knew you'd understand.
I always said we weren't alone in the universe, and now that's confirmed. Wait, what?
I wonder what they think of us.
Me too.
I'll keep monitoring the news sites just in case.
Keep me posted.
I will. There was something else
This part is the same, right? Okay. Say goodbye normally.
Better. Talk soon.
Yeah, I hope it goes well. I promise I'll call again. I think it just skips the nickname and this part is technically red. So, I don't know. She smiles before quickly hanging up. I'm glad I caught her before her scheduled test, but I wish we had more time to catch up. I wonder what she wanted to talk to me about. Maybe it's about her music. I hope that's going well. I'm looking forward to the concert. And I'm gonna skip this entire part. Oh, this is the part where it's technically the next day, the so-called next day of the episode. So I'm guessing this is a good time to end the current episode. So yeah, I never knew that I know we can fail the undercover mission, but I don't know that it can unlock an entire different subplot that results in Kai infiltrating the mansion instead. So yeah, that's something totally different. Apart from just having a different how do I put it? Apart from just having a different dialogue or response altogether. Yeah, this reveals just a little. It just changes the outcome. The outcome will eventually be the same, but the process of doing so is totally different. Yeah. So yeah, we failed the mission and basically just go with plan B. And also earlier on in the episode, we basically just did the Pongo Sanctuary mission as well. Nothing much of note here apart from like different dialogue choices. We went to the bar with Kai, and this time we choose the Vela option. So yeah, I'm not sure whether we messed up the simulation room scene because we never get to go on, because in the first run Luna was there. In the first run Vela was there, not Luna. But this time it was Kai for some reason. I don't know what affects that. Maybe it's due to the previous scene where we came back from the bar, or maybe we just have to not be an asshole. I just don't know what triggers that. But anyway, it's a good time to end the stream. Not stream, sorry. It's a good time to end the episode right here. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Stay safe and have a great day. Bye bye.